My love, I don't know if you will read this, but I had to write it. My love, I don't know if these words will ever reach your heart, or if they'll simply drift away like whispers carried by the wind. Maybe you'll read them today, maybe months from now, or maybe never at all. But there was something inside me that refused to stay silent any longer. Some feelings become too heavy to carry alone, and this letter is my way of setting them free. There are countless things I've wanted to tell you. Every time I thought about saying them, my heart hesitated. I worried about saying too much, or perhaps not enough. I worried that my words might never fully express what you truly mean to me. Still, I would regret remaining silent far more than I would regret trying. You came into my life in a way I never expected. You didn't arrive with fireworks or dramatic moments. Instead, you quietly became part of my thoughts, my dreams, and my everyday life. Somehow, without realizing it, you became the person I wanted to share everything with, the little victories, the difficult days, the random thoughts that made no sense to anyone else. You became my favorite hello and my hardest goodbye. Sometimes I wonder if you truly understand how much you've changed me. Before you, I believed that love was simply about grand gestures and perfect moments. But you taught me that real love is found in ordinary days. It's hidden inside simple conversations, silent understanding, shared laughter, and knowing someone cares even when nothing extraordinary is happening. You taught me that love doesn't always need loud words. Sometimes it simply exists in quiet moments. I remember the countless times I smiled because of something you said. The moments when life felt lighter simply because I knew you existed somewhere in this world. You probably never realized how much happiness you brought into my days. There were mornings when I woke up hoping today would somehow bring us closer. There were nights when I fell asleep wondering if you ever thought about me the way I thought about you. Perhaps that's the strange thing about love. It asks questions that only the heart can answer. Life hasn't always been easy. We've both carried burdens that no one else could see. We've smiled while hiding pain. We've pretended to be stronger than we actually felt. We've kept moving even when every step seemed impossible, yet somehow, whenever I thought about you, hope returned, not because you solved every problem, not because life suddenly became perfect, but because knowing someone like you existed reminded me that beautiful things still survive in this complicated world. I wish I could tell you every single reason why you're special, your kindness, your patience, your determination. Your imperfections, yes, even those. Because the things you sometimes criticize about yourself are often the same things that make you wonderfully human. Please don't ever believe that you need to become someone else to deserve love. You already deserve it exactly as you are. If you're tired today, I hope you rest. If you're struggling today, I hope you remember that difficult chapters don't last forever. If you're doubting yourself, I hope you look back at everything you've already survived. You've made it through days you once believed would break you. That alone is proof of your strength. Maybe nobody has told you recently how valuable you are, so let these words remind you, your presence matters. Your smile matters, Your dreams matter, your heart matters, and whether you realize it or not, your existence leaves a mark on the lives of people who care about you. I know we aren't perfect, no relationship is, no person is. We misunderstand each other, we make mistakes, we sometimes let fear speak louder than love. But even with all those imperfections, I still choose you, not because you're flawless, because you're real, real laughter, real emotions, real kindness, real courage. That's infinitely more beautiful than perfection. If I could ask for one thing, it wouldn't be endless wealth or endless success. It would simply be more moments with you, more conversations, more laughter, more memories, more chances to remind you how deeply appreciated you are. Time has a strange way of teaching us what truly matters. It reminds us that people aren't guaranteed forever. Words left unsaid may never find another opportunity. Love hidden inside the heart can become one of life's greatest regrets. That's why I'm writing this. Not to pressure you, not to expect anything. Only to let honesty finally have its voice, if life ever becomes overwhelming. Please remember to be gentle with yourself. You're allowed to pause. You're allowed to cry. You're allowed to ask for help. Strength isn't pretending everything is fine. Strength is continuing to move forward. Even after difficult days, I hope you continue chasing every dream that makes your heart come alive. Don't shrink yourself to fit someone else's expectations. Don't silence your voice because someone else failed to understand it. The world doesn't need another copy of someone else. It needs you, exactly as you are. There will be days when everything feels uncertain. There will be moments when you'll question your direction. When that happens, don't forget how far you've already come. Progress isn't always obvious. Sometimes growth happens quietly. Sometimes healing happens slowly. Sometimes the strongest people are simply those who refuse to give up. If one day we look back on this chapter together, I hope we'll smile, not because everything was easy, but because we kept choosing kindness over bitterness, hope over fear, love over pride. I want you to know something important. You never had to become extraordinary to impress me. Your ordinary moments were always enough. The way you cared, the way you laughed, the way you stayed genuine, those things spoke louder than anything money or success could ever offer. If happiness ever feels distant, don't stop believing it's still possible. Sometimes joy arrives quietly. Sometimes the greatest blessings enter our lives without announcing themselves. Keep your heart open. Keep believing that beautiful moments are still ahead. And if today happens to be one of those difficult days where nothing seems to make sense, read these words again, not because they're magical, but because they're honest. You are appreciated, you are respected, you are worthy of kindness, you are worthy of peace, you are worthy of genuine love. No matter how many mistakes you've made, no matter how many times you've fallen, no matter how many people failed to recognize your value, none of those things define your future. Your story is still being written. New chapters are waiting, new smiles are waiting, new victories are waiting, and perhaps, one day, you'll realize that every difficult season prepared you for something far more beautiful than you could imagine. Until then, keep believing, keep growing, Keep choosing hope, keep choosing kindness. Most importantly, never forget how deeply your life matters. Whether these words become a memory, a comfort, or simply a quiet reminder on an ordinary day, I'm grateful they found their way onto this page. My love, I don't know if you will read this, but I needed to write it, because some feelings deserve to be spoken before time carries them away. And if these words reach your heart, even for a single moment, then every sentence was worth writing. With all my sincerity, always.